Today, I'm privileged to be hosting one of the finest sons of Luo community, a distinguished Kenyan, and a seasoned politician. We are here with none other than Honorable Dr. DALMAS Otieno Anyango, who will take us through his life journey to date. Waziri, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the show.
Thanks so much.
Welcome. Bwana Waziri, I hope you have been well after many days.
Right.
Wonderful. I want to ask you so that you can share with Kenyans your journey from the time you were born through your education, highlighting the key milestones in that journey, so that Kenya can understand where you have come from.
Right. I was born in 1945. Was able to go to school starting from the pre-primary at that time in 1957.
Where were you born?
I was born in Kangeso sub-location, in Kamagambo subdivision, Migori County.
Wonderful.
Going to school from 1954, we were the first lot to be privileged when Queen Elizabeth became queen.
Good.
At that time, and I was the winner of the first medal that Queen Elizabeth issued and was given to the colonies.
Where were you schooling at that point in time?
At that time, I was at Kitweru Primary School.
Wow.
From standard 1 up to standard 4.
Correct.
Then I went to Asumbi Intermediate, which started from standard 5 up to standard 8.
So by that time, Kitweru went up to class 4 only?
Only.
Good.
You didn't have, very few schools reached standard 8.
Wonderful.
In fact, at our time, even people from Kanyamua were coming to Asumbi.
Oh, yes.
Intermediate.
Yes.
Because Catholics had to go to Catholic schools, and Seventh Day had to go to Seventh Day schools. So the churches were so separate in the way they managed education in the country. Then I was able to do the Standard 8 examination. At that time it was called Kenya African Preliminary Examination, the CAPE examination.
Yes. And this was done at Asumbi?
At Asumbi.
Yes.
And I was the first student who did it without repeating.
Wow.
So I was taken to Rapogi Secondary School. At that time, Rapogi Secondary School was with Cardinal Otunga together.
They were peers?
There were no facilities in Rapogi.
Yes.
So we had to be given facilities at Cardinal Otunga. So Cardinal Otunga's students were in Form 2, and Form 1 were 2 classes, one Rapogi and one was Cardinal Otunga.
Just clarify that. Were you saying Cardinal Otunga and Rapogi were sharing facilities for their students?
Yes, because there were no facilities in Rapogi. Rapogi, you know, is in Migori.
Yes, there's a distance.
And Cardinal Otunga is in Kisii.
Yes.
So we had to go to Kisii, Nyabururu, and then Cardinal Otunga School was established that time, where it is currently located.
Wonderful.
Right.
That is great. So you did your, those days were called Form 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Yes. So Form 2, we now moved to Rapogi in Migori County, where we did Form 2, Form 3, up to Form 4. We were the first class in Rapogi.
Which year is this?
from 62, 63, 64, 65.
Wonderful.
So we did the Cambridge School Certificate that time in 1965. Remember, independence was 63.
Mm-hmm.
So 65, I was again the student taken to Strathmore College.
Did that mean you excelled the most?
You had to go through a an interview, oral interview.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the first time I sat in a room with 2 Europeans interviewing me for 1 hour.
Wow.
And I passed the oral interview.
Great.
Of course, I was the leading student, which automatically qualified me for admission in Strathmore College.
Wonderful.
From Strathmore, where I took economics, mathematics, and geography, I was able to get the 3 principles to be admitted to Makerere University.
So all the way you were still in the Catholic learning institutions?
Well, the Catholics were taking you up to Form 4. After that, now all students up to university, you would come from whichever faith.
Wonderful.
Belong to.
Great.
Going to Makerere, I was then able to take 2 subjects.
Yes.
Which constituted the applied economics course.
Which one and which one? Which subject and which one?
This is statistics.
Wonderful.
Mathematics and economics.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how I was awarded the Bachelor of Science.
Yes.
In economics. During our time, Makerere, the examinations were still University of London. So we were the last group.
Tell me, when you were going through your education, which are the memorable moments that you remember at every stage that you'd want to share with our audience today? At secondary school, at high school, and at the university. What were the memorable moments?
At secondary, I would say I was the prefect responsible for the science class.
That's leadership.
And I was also the school timekeeper who would manage all the school programs. I was at the same time...
That's where you learned your punctuality, because your hallmark has always been the punctuality.
That one I must have come with much earlier.
Wonderful.
At the same time, I was also head of the students who are helping the priest saying masses.
The altar boy.
The altar boy.
Wonderful.
So I was the altar boy, heading 6 others.
Yes.
When we were in Rapogi.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Fast forward. Take me through your life at Makerere. Who were you with, and what did you experience in Makerere?
In Makerere, we were with Anyang Nyongo. Professor.
As classmate?
We were year mates because we were doing different subjects.
Oh, yes.
And he was the guild president.
What is
head
that?
Of the Students' Union of Makerere. We call it the guild.
So Professor was political from those days?
Guild. Oh yes, he was from that time.
Wonderful.
So he was the president of the Students' Guild, and I was the finance minister of the Students' Guild.
Yes.
And it is at that time that I was able to control a budget of 100,000 shillings.
100,000 shillings?
Which was a lot of money.
That was huge.
In those years.
Which year is this?
That was when I'm doing my second, third year from
Yes.
69, 70, and 71.
Wonderful.
So for the first 2 years.
Yes.
We were able to leave Makerere. Of course, we were very highly regarded.
Before you left Makerere, I know Uganda had some political turmoil around those times. How are you coping with this?
Fortunately for our class, Amin came in January 71 when we were just doing the examinations. So we were able to leave very fast before Amin introduced the other things for which Uganda has been known negatively. So we were Obote time students.
Wonderful.
And Obote was very close with the Makerere students.
Great. Now you came back from Uganda, armed with your with your Bachelor of Science,
yes.
Applied Statistics.
Yes.
What happened to you thereafter?
I went straight into private sector.
Yes.
Working for American Life Insurance Company.
Alico.
Great. And then from Alico, I moved to the agency management division. And I was able by 1978 to be the largest agency in the world.
Just explain that a little. You were in Alico for how long?
First in Alico, I was in administration.
Right.
Alico was divided into two. Administration is separate from agency management.
Wonderful.
The agency system are the ones who are producing business. And the administration was managing the company.
Correct.
So initially I was the manager of the company, both Kenya and Tanzania. But then I was moved to agency management. It was a little crisis in the sense that I was in the administration and the Arab, Arabs were senior to Africans those days in those international companies, was not giving enough business. So we differed, and the head office had to come and resolve the conflict. So that is how a decision was made that if you think the manager, agency manager is incompetent, take his job and let him take yours.
So in total, you were in Alico for 8 years, did you say?
Yes.
And what happened thereafter after you left Alico? Where did you go to?
After I left Alico, I went into finance business. I started my own finance company.
Right.
Tabiti Finance.
Wow. Which year is this?
Tabiti was, I can't remember the year, 83 there. 82, 83. So that is how I started the Tabiti Finance Company, which were among the very first African financial institutions.
Where did you get the inspiration to start Tabiti Finance Company? You were an insurance career person.
Yeah, but insurance is finance.
I know it's finance.
What happened was that a lot of people came to me looking for funds. They wanted, because Africans did not get access to loans that easily. So while in Alico, I had a lot of requests for funding. People were looking for loans for different things, loans for businesses, loans for fees, loans and for all other requirements. So the pressure was so much, and that is when I decided that I would start a finance company myself so that I can address all the needs of my clients.
Maybe we need to dive deeper there because, for one, the Luo as a community are not known for their uptake of loan facilities. Who are these who are asking for money that you responded to, and how did you get your first capital that you used to start the finance company?
Well, I was able to talk to a few people whom I knew, and I got a total of 25 of them. And that is how we raised the capital to start the finance company.
Wonderful.
And during our time, we were not that tribal. So we never talked of Luos and Luyas and Kikuyus.
Yes. You were Kenyans.
We were Kenyans.
Wonderful.
And I can't even remember whether we ever considered anybody's tribe for the services which we were doing, because we are handling clients in insurance and in finance, regardless of their ethnic backgrounds.
You mean to say there's a time when Kenya was a nation as opposed to today?
Oh yes, this tribalism is a later thing. This has come very late, because the leaders were making the mistake of enhancing ethnic alliances in order to get votes. But initially, during our time, it was one University of East Africa. Nairobi was doing engineering. Dar es Salaam was doing law. Makerere was doing the rest of the subjects, and we were thinking of Africans.
Wonderful.
Universities. It never occurred to us that there would be any benefits, and up to now, I don't even know if there is any benefit belonging to which tribe. So this was a recent creation of leaders for purposes of getting votes cheaply. Vote for me because I'm your clan. Vote for me because I'm your tribe. Vote for me. That thing actually is almost ruining Kenya.
I don't want to go deep there. I want us to come back. Can you explain to Kenyans so that they can understand you were an entrepreneur,
Yes.
and very elite entrepreneurial industry, finance. How did you migrate from this into politics? Can you take us through that period of life?
After Thabiti got strong enough with the adequate capital at that time, I employed a European who was the former manager of the National Bank. It was called the NCBA Credit Bank that time.
Yes.
So I hired him.
You hired a European?
Yes.
As your employee?
Yes.
You are an African.
Oh, but he needed a salary. And there was an institution.
Yes.
The BT Finance Company.
And you were giving him instructions?
No, there was a board, of course,
Yes.
and I was the chair.
Chair of the board.
Yeah, but the operationally was good enough.
Wonderful.
So I left him to do that when I was going to campaign, because the people insisted that I should go to politics.
Tell me, I want you to delve deeper there, because I don't think politics is a good career that one would wish to go for. What drove you into politics, per se? What single thing do you want to say drove you into politics?
Right from fairly early, I was working very closely with President Moi. And you would find us in Nakuru almost every Saturday. And if you remember, Oyugi Ogango was the PC
Nakuru.
of the whole
Rift
of
Valley.
Rift Valley.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I was a good friend and advisor at that time.
Wonderful.
So that is how I came to be very close to President Moi. And that gave me the image that when Oyugi decided to remain as
Civil servant.
civil servant, we two agreed that I go to politics and he stays as a civil servant.
Wonderful. Division of labor.
Yes, so it is on the basis of that decision that I was virtually elected by more than 70% majority, literally unopposed.
I remember that is 1988.
88 January there.
Wonderful.
And I was made Minister for Industry immediately.
Tell me, before you were made minister, before you went there, you must have had a discussion with the president and Ezekiah Oyugi PC. How did those discussions go?
Well, we were generally together talking many times on any issues that arise. You will even remember, if you were around that time, that we even made the president to come to Rongo.
Correct.
To start the Moi Institute of Technology.
MET.
Which is MET.
Wonderful.
So initially, that is a school we had started with the Yugi as a polytechnic. And this little village polytechnic became a national polytechnic, and the president came to open it up. And that is how Rongo University originally started as Moi Institute of Technology before it became a university up to the status where it is now.
That looked like a very, very big vision. What were you thinking about when you were starting Moi Institute of Technology?
You see, all the initial institutes of technology, every province wanted their own. So we did for Nyanza, there was for Rift Valley Institute of Technology, and all the other areas. So the process was to get technical capacities to the African population. And literally every province wanted to establish their own institutes of technology. And
wonderful.
That's how we did ours.
Now we are in politics. Tell me